We are now the proud owners of this 2020 Mercedes Sprinter van, but it's not in the best condition.
Yet. We'll talk about this a little bit later on because, to be honest with you, our week has been all over the place. So we should probably do a quick recap.
Good morning! Excuse the mess. Our 6-month inspection is very, very soon, so we want to make sure the place is in tip-top condition. So we're sorting in here. For those of you who aren't aware and haven't seen the last videos, I have been for my breast scan and I got the all clear. In my armpit was just swollen lymph nodes. Apparently I've got quite a few of them and they're just deep down in my armpit and I can only feel that one. Now since then, a little bit more has happened. I have bruises all over my legs since having Cozy. Some are traumatic, some are spontaneous. I wouldn't be able to tell you where I got them from. First thought is, it definitely could be that obviously I'm a mum now. I'm probably walking into things while I'm carrying Cozy, maybe not noticing, and that could be what's going on. But they sent me for a blood test, you may remember. I asked for my results, they told me it was all normal. I chased it. They booked me in for another appointment, so I went back to the doctors and said, you haven't really got anything on the verge of low from the bloods. They tested my hemoglobin, I believe. My bloods were basically normal in that sense. So she basically spoke to me on the phone and said, can you come in? I'd just like to have a look at the bruises. Ironically, as I go to the doctors, my leg is the best it's ever been. When I had to chase my bloods, I think my legs were probably at their worst, which is why I was like, I can't let this go because I've got so many bruises. We are testing now my thyroid and it's called a coagulation screen. So basically she described it as they're gonna test my blood clotting. I believe my complications in birth were due to the fact that my body had trouble clotting. I had loads of little clots in my uterus, which a doctor had to reach his arm into my uterus and pull them all out. I'm getting both of them tested. So my legs right now are looking a bit worse for wear. After I'd been to the doctors, I'd say probably like a few days after I'd been to the doctors, I looked down at my legs and they were really bad again. I've got one massive one there. I've got a massive one there. I've got a tiny one there. I've got 1, 2, 3 tiny ones there. And you know what, if they turn around and say, listen, it's just you bruise easy, at least then I know. But then in other news, I found another lump. Now it could just be a complete coincidence, but I have now got a lump in my neck, which feels a little bit like a torpedo sweet, if anyone knows what that is. So it kind of just feels like it's long rather than round. It's like, I'd say it's about that long. I definitely think it's a swollen lymph node, and ironically, that's what I've got under my arms. So I'm not as panicky about it as I thought I was gonna be, considering obviously I've been panicking about literally every single thing that happens to me. Well, I have to make a follow-up appointment with the woman after I've done my bloods anyway, so I might mention it then if it is still there. I am the happiest I have been in a while. I am so excited for this new venture. And anyways, we've got lots to do. I need to finish my makeup, so. How did you get here? Woo! Right, I should probably get dressed then. Daddy's sleeping.
Today's the day we start moving so that the house is completely safe for Cozy. And wow, we've got a van. Couldn't have come at a better time. We've already made a start. We've got all of the heavy lifting stuff while the grandparents are here, so they can help us get it out at the other end. And now all that's left is the sofa bed, which we bought for people to stay, but then realised that we don't like people, so it's going into storage as well. That's a joke, but. I am not built for this lifestyle. I'm so unfit.
You look like you're having a great time.
To the left.
Oh, my knee.
I feel like because I'm the cameraman, it looks like I've done nothing.
You haven't done anything.
Oh, shut up. So sad. So everything we're putting in storage now, most of it is Cozy stuff that he doesn't use anymore. We want to save it for next baby, so it's quite sad though, isn't it?
Hold on, did you just say next baby? Right, Liana's carrying this box because she said she wants to make it look like she's doing something.
I have done a lot!
How much has she done? Would you say it's a lot?
Minimal.
Minimal. There you go.
I carried a whole cot down.
Mothers don't lie. Oh wait, you're a mother.
She's been good.
I was given camera duty, it's not my fault.
Listen, you've done a lot, Babby, for you.
And you got rid of my wiggly worm.
Last bit, and then we can get over to the storage unit, which will be fun.
I mean, it's not the last bit.
That's lovely. Jubbly. Lovely, jubbly. Let's go. Right, is anyone scared?
Yeah.
We're in a heavy van now. there. Oh no. Oh, there's a wall there. Wow.
Going sideways.
And that is that.
Well, we're not quite finished.
No, we've got more stuff, but that's the main bulk of it.
Yep.
We're pretty full. The thing is, there's nothing of value in here, which...
It's just stuff we can't get rid of.
Yeah.
If you're new here, we're hoarders. The reason we are clearing out the whole house, obviously, van life's gonna be very soon, but I think a lot of people have got slightly confused. We are not like packing up our entire house and going van life full time. We will still have our house. Van life is gonna kind of be like on and off, part-time. But the main reason that we're proper clearing out the house is because Cozy is so close to crawling. So close. So our house isn't exactly baby-proof, which is why it needs to be done ASAP. When you do like a proper house clean, you pull things out of all sorts of crevices. Cozy's at his grandparents' house today, so I'm gonna make sure that the living room is sorted. We've got him a playpen, so I think I'm gonna start by maybe clearing this area, hoovering, and then putting that up and cleaning his toys. Aha! It's double-sided.
Well, I think it's safe to say that he loves his new playpen.
But he's going to pull himself up in a second. Hold it properly though. Can you hold it properly? Go on then. Grab them. Good job! Yay! Oh! Oh my! He just did that himself. Do you see that?
Yeah, clever boy.
Ready? Go on then. And the other one. Hold tight. Ready? Out.
Don't we need to like test that these are adult proof?
Yeah, so they say that a full grown adult can sit on the side of this. So that's how strong it is apparently.
Well, I weigh more than you, so I think you should probably test it first.
Huh.
Is it holding you?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Right, my turn. Right, if it can hold me, it can hold anyone. It's quite comfy when you perch here, isn't it?
When you perch.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Lovely. And that brings us to today. Now, buying a Sprinter van wasn't quite as easy as we thought it was going to be. We looked at loads of different vans. Some of them had different elements that we needed, but didn't have others. Some were manual, some were automatic. Ideally, we wanted an automatic one, but we had to settle on manual.
He's a long old boy.
And we still need to think of a name. Now, I'm hoping that we'll find one eventually. If you've got any suggestions, then please let us know.
All I know is, he bloody stinks.
Oh my gosh!
This feels strange.
Woo!
We now own a smelly van.
Yay!
And it really does smell, but it won't smell. Oh my god, we own a van!
And now we're gonna be stuck in traffic!
It's fine, we own a van.
We own a van! How are you feeling?
Scared?
Woo!
It's so big. I've got to get used to the brakes and the clutch. Want to get the right fuel, don't we, babe?
Yeah.
Right, diesel, yeah? Get a bit of diesel in there. That's right, I'm over here filling up my new Sprinter van. You've not got a Sprinter van.
That's embarrassing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, we needed the practice, I suppose.
Listen, if we're going to the Lake District or wherever, the roads are so narrow, we need the practice because I'm so scared of narrow roads in my car, let alone a van that's 3 times the
Next
size.
left. We're quite convinced that the last owners must have had dogs because it does smell a lot like wet dog in here.
There is a lot of work that needs doing in this van. We didn't want to spend a crazy amount of money on a van because we don't have a crazy amount of money, and also it's the inside that matters the most. You guys would have seen that we did a trial of van life in Floyd the Peugeot Boxer. And although it was a little bit disastrous along the way, we had the best time, and that was kind of like the thing that made us want to do this ourselves. Here we are, We've bought a van. Let's give you a quick tour of our 2020 Sprinter.
I think the main difference between this van and Floyd is that this is a long wheelbase, so we have got way more room.
It's so long.
But one of the biggest things that was kind of off-putting is we don't know what all of this is. Kind of like jammed into the framework. We didn't think it was too much of a big deal because everything's going to be covered anyway. We're going to cut windows, we're going to have flooring, insulation, and the biggest thing I wanted is we're going to have a walkway. That's going to be gone.
Yes, there'll be no wall there. We've already got so many ideas for van life and what we want of this van, and we're not doing it by ourselves. We're actually working with people on this. They're very good at what they do.
We watched very many tutorials and realised after the part of insulation
We don't have the qualifications.
we couldn't keep up.
But we are going to get heavily involved with the process.
Yeah. And we've got a little something extra for you guys if you want to get involved.
So our content in the coming weeks, or probably months, is going to be dominated by van life and building this beauty. So we've decided that we're going to start our very own Patreon page.
So if you guys don't know what Patreon is, it is basically a subscription service where you can pay whatever you want every month to get extra content from us. So if you do happen to sign up, some of the perks include daily stories, exclusive pictures and updates, and a group chat for everyone to get involved in.
On top of that, for higher tiers, you'll get your name in our YouTube videos, monthly giveaways, and a signed Polaroid personal from me and Liana.
If you're interested, the link's in the description. Let's show you around the cab. So the main thing that actually sold this van for us is the air conditioning, which apparently isn't a standard in a Sprinter van.
But apparently it is a necessity when you're converting a van.
Right now, this cab is probably the nicest part of this van. Everything is clean, it drives well.
But it does still smell a bit like wet dog.
Yeah, the seats smell a bit like dog. But it's in really good condition mechanically.
This bad boy has only done 65,000 miles, which actually pretty much sold the van to us.
Yeah.
It's coming up to its 3rd birthday, so that's pretty low mileage considering. And hopefully we're going to have this van for many years to come.
Yeah, so we've got your usual Apple CarPlay. Cozy's actually our test driver and he's about to take us out.
That's it, yep.
If he beeps this
Where are we going?
No way, is that where we're going? And obviously we had to settle for manual, so Connor's gonna have to get used to them hill starts again.
Yes. So we're dropping the van off later in the week so we can get this process on the go.
I'm so excited. We still have to have our design meeting. I've got a brief idea of kind of what we want to do.
And we also don't like the white, so that's probably going to go too.
Okay, well, today's the day we're going to drop off the van and we are going to have our design meeting. So kind of work out-ish what we want, what we're doing, if we're going to have a shower.
Did you relock the back door?
Yeah.
You just didn't close the gate?
Correct. You actually might need to check the door.
How exciting is this?
Very exciting.
I can't believe it's actually like rolled around. It seemed like this was miles away.
This is something that we're actually going through with.
Yeah, that's rare for us. We better get going.
And in true Connor and Liana fashion, we have hit heavy traffic.
I hate traffic. We're barely moving. We keep stopping and starting and I'm really thirsty. This is our luck.
I don't trust you.
And we're here. The van has arrived. It's currently in the middle of the road because Liana wants a picture, but we're here.
On the van, golden hour.
Yeah, golden hour apparently. I've just had to do a strange manoeuvre to get around here. The process starts next week, so it's very exciting.
Let me in.
I don't know where the key is. Good start, yeah?
Oh yeah.
It's in the van. Oopsie.
I can't lock this out.
I've actually managed to lock us out. This is it.
Oh.
I'm going to say bye.
Goodbye.
To the unnamed van. In she goes. Nice. Right, we'll see you when the conversion's done then. Right then, Mr. Taxi Driver, take us home.
Oh yeah, I'd love to.
Well, that was an eventful week.
I'm very excited. We've got a very exciting few months planned, haven't we?
Yes, I'm very tired though, I will say.
And we're ready for baby number 2!
Wait, what?
Okay, so not quite. So obviously when we had Cozy, we always said, even before children, that we wanted kind of like at least 2 children. Close-ish in age.
Yeah.
So I have asked for my debrief. I've been given an appointment. So So what a debrief is basically I'm going to go to an appointment and they're going to answer any of my questions and go through every single thing that happened in birth, tell me why it happened.
I think that's so cool that you can ask for
Yeah.
that, because that's going to put your mind at ease. You're going to know exactly what happened, all the complications,
Yeah.
and exactly what they did to help, which is
and
crazy.
why they happened.
And why it happened.
And then going forward, would I have the same complications,
Yeah.
etc., etc. It's just, yeah, the health visitor gave me an email and I was a bit like, oh, I don't know. But now I feel ready to go and sit down and speak about it, because I always said that I felt like I wasn't telling my story because I don't remember half of it. So for them to be able to sit there and
Tell you
fill
exactly
in
what
the
went
gaps.
down. Yeah. It's just going to be a weight off your shoulders, right?
Yeah. So baby steps, just one step forward in kind of working through like the trauma, I guess.
And then we plan for baby number 2!
Well, we'll see.